think you need to build wide and push fast.
Okay. So
Which is
Zoro
exactly
got the
what
turn
he's
one
doing.
start, and he threw down the Machina because
Yep.
it's guilt free. I mean, it can't be Vista'd right now. It could his next turn, but that's a commitment at 4.
Yeah, that's an interesting turn 1 though. That shows like no Nami.
No
'Cause
Nami,
I would rather.
but he kept the hand, so
Yeah.
you know he had the Dodon. Look at that. There's a Sunny Coon too.
Sunny
The
can only target.
hit.
That's
Yep.
3 Vistas on the bottom of the deck
Yep.
though. You will not be seeing Vista the rest of the game.
Not a matchup where you need to really.
No. All right. What is going to happen? This turn?
What's the best thing? Probably a Frankie here, or a 4/6 Luffy.
Yeah, it looks like he's spreading his Dawn too.
If
I
he
don't know if that's
could-
maybe
if
just
he could, I'd Vista though that Sunny Coon.
okay. Just a safe 6. Let's see what happens. Takes the life. All right.
Yeah,
And then there
Vista
goes
the Sunny
Vista.
Coon. Yep.
Vista the Sunny Coon. Strong play from the Whitebeard here. All right.
You probably have to just leave one up. Yep.
Yep. Takes life. Now, this turn, you're kind of in a situation where I need to start pushing damage
Yeah.
or getting cards out of hand, but also I want to be able to establish these bodies. But also at the same time, Zoro does a really good job at both.
Yep. I would not be surprised to see a Zoro come down this turn. And attached to leader, of course. So that would be 4 Dawn. And you could swing with 7 with that Zoro.
Mm-hmm. Ricky is taking a lot of time thinking about it. With Zoro, you do have a lot of lines here. Vista, such an amazing card in this matchup, though,
Yeah,
for sure.
for the Whitebeard player.
Yeah.
My only thing here is, as the Whitebeard player, with Zoro, do you take more life or do you try to just pitch everything and get to that 9 drop? Is it the typical Strawbeard strategy?
I think it really depends, though. I would feel safer about establishing 9 drop because once you get that 9 drop down, the game does feel a lot easier against Zoro because Zoro swinging 8
So
is
almost
not
different
easy
than
feat.
what we've seen from Smoker. Because in Smoker, I'd argue you don't do that
Yeah.
because that it's so easy to remove that 9. Okay, here he goes with the Dodon, get another card out of hand. That's a good turn for great turn for Ricky. Oh my gosh, great turn for Ricky here.
Swing
6K with
the
Machino. Yeah, great play from Ricky here. 3 cards that turn.
That's crazy. Jackson not wanting to take any life. Definitely
So that's the tell.
telling that he has the Whitebeard in rotation.
I believe he only has like 5 cards in hand at this point.
Now, at this point,
I saw a Luffy and an Ace. That's
you were-
interesting. And a Machino.
most likely swing Vista in the Machino.
Yep. Into the Machinos? Okay.
Machino again.
To the Dodon.
Now, are you clearing or swinging face at this point?
I think
I
you
would
clear.
be clearing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, swinging face.
Wow.
Interesting.
And I would have done exactly what Ricky did. No hesitation, take the life.
Yep. You want to keep that hand. You want to be able to make this board every single turn.
See, I would have gone board there.
I would have gone board as well. You want
Because-
that Zoro player not to have any cards in
yeah.
hand. I know, like, really early in when you're playing against Zoro, it feels like you're just endless.
You need to keep up. Yeah.
You're playing an endless line of 1-drops, and you need to figure out.
But
how
my
to
problem with that move is we've already seen 2 Machinos. Like, he doesn't have so much 2K power. Like, there's 2K cards gone from the game. I would have cleared board there and tried to suffocate the hand.
100%.
Another Dodon.
What a strong play.
Oh, there's a Gordon. 2 Gordons he could choose from. And what else?
Looks like it's the Gordon.
It's the Gordon. Now, do you hold the Gordon or just kill that Luffy right now? He's going to play down the Gordon. Yep, he's going to kill the Luffy right now. Which is not a bad move.
No, not at all. Especially Whitebeard.
Actually,
it's better
Zoro
to
could easily remove board.
Yeah,
right here this turn.
whenever you're playing against Whitebeard, if you have the opportunity
Yep.
to be going for leader versus board, you
Do
always
you
want to go
protect the
board.
Luffy?
Yeah, 100%. Well, it depends because if
I wouldn't because it's just too easy to clear at this point.
Yeah.
Here's a 4 into the Vista. Is he going to go 5? Just secure it. Yep. I don't mind that move at all. Ooh. Another body, too. And an 8K swing. 2 more cards out of hand. I think you got to take this life. He uses the guard point. Okay. Because slamming Newgate at 1 still is not the worst thing in the world.
Now, does not look like Jackson has a lot of cards in here.
I don't even know that he has a Newgate from what I've seen.
No, it does not look like it. It definitely looks like he has the ace, but
So if you don't have the Newgate, do you still stick to that strategy so hard?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's like, this is my out to this matchup, and I'm just going to play for
That's
it.
the win con?
Yeah.
Okay,
Nami.
Nami, that's good here. He has a guard point, too. I think you got to take the guard point because you can't.
No Whitebeards in that top
Yeah.
5, though, so definitely very helpful getting closer into seeing that. Hopefully there's one in life.
So 1 guard point's been used. 1's at the bottom of his deck and 1's in hand.
6. Looks like he was swinging 6 at Zoro.
Yeah.
Easy 2K drop. And there goes the ace.
Yeah.
Now, swinging ace this turn, swinging leader.
He's tapped out. Interesting.
Interesting decision by Jackson right here.
And I would do exactly what Ricky just did and take that life.
100%. You want to keep up with hand advantage against Whitebeard for sure. Looks like he just got another ace off of life right there.
That's a big card right now. Ace can clear this board in 1 second.
100%, especially now that you have the Nami up, because when you drop down an ace, Namis are attackers for sure, with no commitment.
It'll be interesting to see what Ricky does here, because if he has Whitebeard, he could play it in response. He's on the 9 Dawn turn.
Correct.
And
Whitebeard's
still
very
swing
strong
7 at the leader or at ace. I'd probably go at leader just to get the 2K out. Oh wow!
Going for the ace.
He's gonna take the ace out.
And
7
he's
at 5.
tapped out. Yep, that is gone for sure.
And here's 6 at face. That's a great play. I really like that play.
100%.
Oh, this is so good right now.
Something that you're really seeing from Ricky right here, he's not afraid to drop his 2Ks. A lot of players don't want to drop those Otamas because they're 2Ks in hand, but he does not care.
At this point, Ricky has already played down 4 2Ks in this match.
100%.
And when you're Zoro, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
He is managing his life so well. Yep. And Jackson's got to take it. He's abandoning the strategy right now.
He doesn't have it, so you can't really... unless this is it for draw for turn right here, it does not look very favorable for Jackson at all. But
he did have it, I guess. Because here goes 9 down. Okay.
All right.
I did not see it in hand.
I didn't see it either. Maybe he got it off of life or for turn.
Yeah.
And if so, that was a very good top deck for sure.
Where are you sending this 8?
I feel like board's too wide at this point, and then you need to
7.
go for game.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
At this point, there's so many little guys on board. You don't want to leave space for Ricky to just start establishing higher end cards, and then also as well.
The new gate was at 8, by the way. I said 7. I was wrong.
Yeah. And then now Ricky is at 1 life, so next turn can be a very easily turn game depending on what's going on in Ricky's hand.
This is going to be interesting.
The negativity of the fact that Ricky has been dropping down all of his 2Ks in hand is that he probably does not have as much shield as he would like at this
Ricky
point.
has a pretty decent sized hand here, though.
Correct.
Radical Beam is live if played right now for both players, so
100%.
that's something to keep in mind.
We are seeing ace, guard point.
Tom and a Frankie, I believe, in a Radical.
Yeah.
That's what I caught.
So it looks like Jackson
so guard
does have
point's
a lot.
dead in hand. Ace is dead in hand. He can use the Radical or the guard point, and then that becomes dead in hand. And Otama, there is not that much combo in that hand.
Well, what is it? You have a.
He only has 1 up, but he's an 8K leader.
Chris, he's an 8K leader. He has 2 4Ks in hand, and then two 2Ks in hand, and then he also has that Radical. And then being able to make your characters big enough to swing in that Whitebeard is a large task. And it would appear that Ricky is having a hard decision trying to figure out what he needs to do to overcome this Whitebeard. Such a pivotal card in the matchup, and very powerful in any other matchup. Really.
So do you think that justified Jackson's early comboing to get out of those attacks?
100%.
Yeah. I mean, that's what got him in this position, you know.
Yep.
It really answered the question we proposed earlier.
Like I said, you have to, in this matchup, you know what your win con is, and then even if you don't see it, you just have to play for it, you know?
But I also feel like you're seeing textbook stuff here from Ricky.
100%.
Like, I think Ricky's done everything he can do in this matchup. Oh, that's interesting. There was a
3 very good
Zoro,
hits.
Nico Robin, and
Brook.
a Brook.
Yep. Definitely a tough decision. Do you go for...
2K or do you go for the Zoro?
Honestly, if I am Ricky,
2K.
I go for the 2K.
Yeah.
You need to survive next turn. If I am the Zoro player here, I'm just going to bet on he doesn't have another Whitebeard in hand.
So we know Jackson has 5 cards in hand. A guard point, a Radical, an Ace, an Otama, and a Makino, correct?
Yep.
So here comes 8. That's good. Get a card out. I mean...
Yep.
Takes it.
Takes it.
Rightfully so. But at this point, Ricky knows there's not the other Newgate.
Correct.
He would not have taken that if he had the other Newgate in hand. So that's a big tell. So what do you do here if you're Ricky?
I'm going to throw
seeing 4
everything on one of your characters. Leave up Dawn to for the amount of events you have in hand.
Maybe he has 2 radicals in hand.
And then next turn, I'm going to try to swing or survive, and then I'm going to go wide, and that's going to be
That
my
was
end.
8, and there's a 2K. So he got. So Jackson, I presume, got that Luffy out of life. So there's still 2 2Ks in hand, a radical and a guard point, if I understand right. 2 radicals, it looks like, in a guard point. Okay. I don't think Jackson's losing next turn. Another Nami came down.
It really depends because how much
the
Jackson decides to commit here. Grabbing that, probably the only target in hand. Not really anything you want to see in this matchup at all, but it is a target. He was probably hoping to see another 2K. Another 2K would have been very strong at this point in time.
Yes, it would.
So if you are Ricky right now, I don't really know what he has. He's baiting
A
radical right now, and that can definitely save him in this matchup for sure. We do know that Jackson has the ace, which is going to be a very strong push for this turn, and then while also leaving 3 up for all of those defensive events in hand. Decides to swing for 7.
11.
Oh, sorry. It's hard to see when you have 2 Whitebeards on board, but
Yeah.
yes, that is 11. Interesting decision to swing for 11.
He's
here.
trying to get that radical out. That's interesting. 2K1. Now, Ricky can't have too many cards left in hand after that.
No, not at
And
all.
there goes the radical. This is interesting. Is he baiting him to go for game right now?
Well, Zoro does play a lot of 2Ks, so you never know.
That's what I mean. Is
Yeah,
Ricky
and then
baiting
Ricky
it?
does have 1 life. He does know that.
Is that the win con here?
Yeah. Bait for game, and then if you shove everything on the ace, then you don't have anything up for next turn.
He's going to swing with the Nami.
Swinging Nami. What a risky move. I would not
5
be
with
doing this
Nami.
right now.
6 with Nami. Get another 2K. He's fishing. He's going to say, do you have it? Yeah, and he does. Now, does he slam? Does he slam 2 here onto the Whitebeard, swing for A, and take that last life and just leave 3 up? And
That's what you
chill?
have to do. At this point, instead of committing that 4 Dawn onto
He's going
Nami,
to go 7.
I would have established that ace.
Yeah, he takes that, because why not?
But
And he's going to leave 4
yeah,
up.
4 up.
Does he have 1 extra event card that we didn't know about, or is he baiting the 4?
It's hard to see. He's
I
hand
think I see
shuffling.
3. 2 radicals and a guard.
Swinging 6. Yep.
Yep.
Now, at this point, you're going for quantity of attacks versus quality of attacks just to weed out that hand. You know you have 6 attacks left. You're putting him on. One of those cards does not have counter.
I actually think Ricky might win this.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks left. No, I don't think he does. He doesn't have enough attacks left.
3.
So it looks like Jackson most likely wins this match.
Well, here's my thing. I think he's baiting. I think he only has 3 events in hand.
No, he has 4.
Does he have 4?
Yeah, he has 4 events in hand.
If he has 4, Jackson wins this game.
Mhm.
This is interesting. We're going to see right here. This is the game turn. So with Whitebeard, there's always a game turn where you know you just have to push. Now, I think we're going to see the Zoro here.
The other problem is, too, is that Whitebeard's a 6, so you can't, like,
Yeah.
just put 2 on them.
Here's a 2K.
Mhm.
Yeah, he only has 3 cards in hand. Only 3 events.
Yep, but he only has 3 attacks left. And then also, I don't even think all those can attack, because you need to establish 3 on one character.
We don't know the Makino's in hand. 6 guard point, and he still has the 2 radicals. I think he wins this. Yeah, there's that. 7 got the radical. Yep, Jackson won. Yep, that's a good game. I
Yeah.
mean, Jackson really did play it super well. Ricky really played to his win cons, though. That was just a textbook game of what you want to see with Whitebeard versus Zoro.
100%.
Jackson really defended hard for the Newgate, and it paid off huge.
Yeah, I'm interested to talk to Jackson to see whether or not he had that Newgate